This is Women Rise to Lead, episode 18, From Scattered to Focused. Are you seeking inspiration, insightful tips, and weekly steps to be in action? Welcome to your podcast, Women Rise to Lead. I am your host, Patricia Lagopatis. Even though I was an extremely shy girl, I became an entrepreneur, advisor, and public speaker. I never thought I could have the confidence and courage to show up, speak up, and build a business living my aspired lifestyle. After many attempts and lessons learned, I'm the entrepreneur and leader I always dreamed of becoming. This weekly podcast will empower and encourage ambitious and aspiring women in business to move forward and achieve a new level of leadership, a level that honors who you are. I love to uplift women so they can own their worth and be the entrepreneur leader they were born to be. Because we, as women, can inspire the female leaders of tomorrow by showing up as our amazing selves. So, let's keep shining. Welcome to today's episode. It's a tip on how to go from scattered to focused in business. What I will share today applies mostly to entrepreneurs with or without a small team. If you're in a leadership position for a company, you can, of course, apply this tip for the projects that you are in charge of. As entrepreneurs, we wear so many hats to begin with, whether we have a small team or not. Those many hats can challenge us to be scattered. Scattered can look like having a zillion papers on your desk and not knowing how or when to start to get organized. It can also be like having a headache with so many thoughts in your mind. Or it can even be like running in one direction only to find out you had to go the other direction. So you turn back and go down the road, then get distracted and take a side path and find yourself back to where you started, running out of breath. That can be exhausting and so overwhelming. Basically, it's not fun to be scattered. If we examine the impacts of being scattered, they can be stagnation of a business where nothing has changed for a long while, no new revenues, and perhaps even a decline in income. Another impact of being scattered can be attracting the wrong clientele, the type that is not meant for you or your services, and so it's a waste of time for both and drain your energy. Another impact is feeling unfulfilled from not seeing any results of your hard efforts. Feeling unfulfilled can start a downward spiral of negativity. I think the biggest impact is on our health. The stress that increases from all that I mentioned is felt mostly in our body. And for those who do not know, stress is a major contributor to many health conditions and diseases. We don't always sit down and realize all these impacts that may be a result of being scattered. Is it worth it? Never for our precious body and life. And if I want to take it even further, did you know being scattered can also be covering up some fears? Allowing the scattered state may cover a fear that is hidden from your obvious view. Overall, it's not worth it or healthy to stay scattered. Now, if we look on the flip side of the coin, called focused, it's a completely different feeling. It's full of energy and action. Plus, when results come in, we feel like we are making a difference, and that elevates our sense of worth. With focus, you have a plan and are in action to complete that plan. Scattered versus focus are two completely different energies. You know, I'm always speaking and sharing insights from my own experience. I have been down that scattered road, and it wasn't the least bit encouraging. One of the reasons why I like to contribute to all of you. So, how do you go from scattered to focused? Here is one way with 5 steps. Step 1. Categorize your subjects, your papers, your thoughts. For thoughts, I invite you to write them down on paper. Not categorizing keeps them all together, creating overwhelm. Step 2. Pick the one category that will make the biggest difference in your business to move forward with. Step 3. Take that category and put everything in it in order of importance. What needs to happen first, before the other, and so on. Step 4. Create a simple plan of what you want to complete and put a date of completion. Step 5. Move into action, allocating a large block of time daily for this category until you complete the plan. As you begin to apply these steps, immediately you shall feel your stress level lower and you will begin to feel calmer. One of the best ways to reduce stress and headache is to put thoughts in writing. Try it and see. When I started writing everything on paper instead of remembering it all in my mind, oh, what a feeling of freedom that was. Repeat these 5 steps every time you are scattered, and as you move into action, every step shall increase your energy, lift your spirits, and business outcomes. You can always reach out to me for any questions or support. I am your biggest cheerleader who wants you to succeed. Together, we contribute to the growing number of women succeeding. Our theme today is from scattered to focused. This week's actionable step that I propose to you is spend 30 to 45 minutes this week to do the 5-step process and begin taking action immediately. Feel the uplifting energy of being focused. I'm excited to share that in addition to my online courses, I'm giving a Get Clear workshop series throughout the year about making clear decisions on important business subjects. The first one is Clear Business Direction, live on Zoom. Pick your date, June 14th or June 16th. Head over to my website, patricialagopatis.com, to get all the details. These workshops will surely help you move forward. And finally, every moment is so valuable. Make the most of your time in a way that best serves you, your prospects, and your clients. Until next week, say goodbye to being scattered and welcome focus. Have a great week being the amazing woman that you are. Thank you for joining me in today's episode of Women Rise to Lead. If you enjoyed it and found it valuable, please share it with others and subscribe to the podcast or for my weekly newsletter found on my website, patricialagopatis.com, so you can automatically get my new weekly podcast episodes. I'd love to hear from you personally, and I'd be grateful if you can leave me a review. You're welcome to share your progress or comments by joining the conversations on my social platforms of Facebook, Instagram, or LinkedIn. Women Rise to Lead podcast honors who you are as women entrepreneurs and leaders and is filled with inspiration, insightful tips, and actionable steps to keep you moving forward. And remember, every action you take will bring you one step closer to your dream.